Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel, NiNjahCheeto here. Today I will go over some reminders of things expiring with maintenance you might want to take care of before it's too late. Most of this video is covering weekly things many of you already do, but reminders can always help. There is chaptered timestamps for each of the reminders in the description below, as well in the video play bar to help you get back to your gaming quicker. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Hestiaworks on YouTube for the timestamps suggestion. She does amazing PSO2 video content as well, so I'll leave a link to her channel in the video description below, so be sure to go and show her some love, y'all. So one of the first things we're going to talk about this week is going to be the Arks record badges. You want to make sure that you go out here and hit these random record challenges. There's going to be an Aleo board race in North Aleo, South Redham has a dash race, and South Cabarrus has a dash race. And as long as you just do one run each of these, you're going to at least get the minimum participation reward of the bronze Arks badges, which will give you 5 Arks badges. And whenever you're in Central City, if you run to the first shop on the left, you can actually find the item trade here where you can trade in for your Arks record badges. And sometimes they update this with various things. Right now there's some pretty cool camos in here. And at the bottom there's actually like a laurel wreath accessory, and there's also like a winner's circle emote and stuff, so definitely worth getting this. They do update these in the future too, so even if you don't like the stuff that's in here currently, I would at least try to get the minimum participation badges just to have some stocked up for when they do add something in here that you do like. So something that's going to be going away with maintenance as well is going to be the limited time AC sale. As you see on the screen here, this is the Epic Store launcher. You can see that there's a 50% off AC sale that's been going since December, and that's actually going to be going away tonight. You can actually purchase this separately on Steam, Microsoft, Xbox, PlayStation, as well as Epic. You can actually purchase the bundle separately one time each on each one of those platforms. So keep that in mind if there's some AC purchases you want to make here in the future. It's definitely a good time to just kind of stock up right now. I do want to mention, if it's your first time purchasing from certain stores, like the other day I went ahead and got this 10,000 AC for 50% off from Epic, and whenever I did that, it locked me out of my player shop. It didn't allow me to sell any items in my player shop in PSO2 for 24 hours. Even though I've been using the Epic launcher to play PSO2 for over a year now, they actually locked me out of it because it was my first time purchasing AC on the platform. So keep that in mind, handle some shop business firsthand before you purchase these, just in case. So the AC Scratch Sweet Memories is going to be coming to an end, so if you've been scratching on this scratch here, make sure that you use your Sweet Memories ticket to pick an item out of the AC list here. As well, if there's even if you're not scratching, just make sure you go through this list and see if there's any items, emotes, accessories. I believe I have every one of these emotes on my channel previewed, so you can find previews of all these emotes on my channel. And if there's anything in here that you want to get, now would be the time before the prices of these items go up in price. Because once the scratch is gone, most of this stuff will probably climb up quite a bit, so would definitely suggest checking it out before it's too late. So we're going to go ahead and give out some weekly reminders here, just for simple things that you want to make sure that you do each week. If you come to the item trader here at the first shop on the left in Central City, Item Exchange Thea, towards the middle of this trade, you want to make sure that you trade in for these out Secreta 4 here, because you can only trade in for 10 for the week, and these are actually up in price big time. I sold 10 of these earlier today for 100k each. They was up quite a bit. They spiked in price. This item could be pretty volatile in pricing. It's going to vary ship to ship as well. That was ship 1 pricing as of this morning. Last week, I believe they was like 20k or something, so they climbed up tremendously with the Dark Falls with the Neos weapons. But yeah, make sure y'all trade in for that. Sell them on your market if you need to use them, whatever. And then another thing in here that we're going to mention as well would be the item exchange. At the bottom, make sure that you all trade in for your weekly N-Augmentation success rate 10%, because you want to make sure that you always stock up on these. So you can only trade in 3 per week, and it just takes 30 gold Prim Swords, which is very, very common that you get from PSE bursting. And you can use these to YOLO your capsules for augmenting way cheaper. As well, I want to mention we have this Aegis Integra exchange here now. And you can actually, there's like a limit of stuff that you can trade in here per week as well. And towards the very bottom, you can actually get like 10 Aegis souls, for example, for one Aegis Integra. So if you was to trade in a Neos weapon for one of these Integras, you could actually trade in for the Aegis souls, and you could sell the Aegis souls in your shop, which is pretty valuable. It's a pretty good amount of Meseta. And then same thing with these Dominas that we have here too. You could trade in for all these Dominas and sell them into player shops as well. You can see that you receive for one Aegis or one Neos weapon, you would receive 10 Aegis souls, and then when it comes to the Dominas, you actually receive 5 Dominas for one for one weapon basically. So make sure that you all trade in for any of these if you haven't gotten your weapon yet, or if you still haven't hit your trade cap limit yet. So we now have a new exchange that we'll be doing weekly. It's going to be at the enhancement shop. At the very bottom there's an option where you can go to for exchanging for Arms Refiner 2, and most of y'all, as you know, you need these Arm Refiner 2 to plus 60 your weapons and your armor. So make sure you trade in for this. You can only trade in for 2 per week, so it's definitely a good thing to hit weekly now. So my last reminder for the week is going to be hitting base PSO2 to do casino star gems. So at any Ryuker in the game, if you go to block transfer, at the very top is an option for transfer to base PSO2 blocks. As well, also from the ship selection screen, upon selecting your character, there's an option here as well for start game base PSO2 as well as PSO2 NGS. So you can start the base game from here too. Now, a reminder, PlayStation players PSO2 base is a separate download. It is pretty worth having in my opinion, but you will have to download the game separately, and it's pretty large too. Now, upon logging into base PSO2, it's going to stick you here in the Arks lobby. If you just turn around and go into the little elevator for the shopping plaza, you can jump down and check out this nice Valentine's Day lobby that we have here too. It's pretty cool. But if you turn around, there's the entrance to the casino here. And upon entering the casino, you run over to the shop on the left, and there's a prize attendant here that has limited time star gems that you can purchase every week. You can see I've already purchased one. I usually just purchase the 10 star gem just because it's the best casino coin ratio for star gems. And you can actually do this per character, or per ship, I'm sorry. You can actually do this per ship. So if you have a character on all 4 ships, you can hit this shop individually on each ship. And the way that you get a hold of the casino coins, if it's your first time in the casino, definitely come over to this NPC right here. He has some tasks that'll give you some free casino passes. And there's also a Bull Dragon right here that you trade the passes into to turn to get casino coins. As you can see, I'll go ahead and just exchange here and we'll see what we get, because I already had some passes on me. He'll just spit some coins out at you. He'll give you like a random value too for how many you have. And then there's one other way to get a hold of casino coins, and I try to do this every day, and I'll go ahead and show you that. So back from the main entrance of the game to base PSO2, if you run over to the left, there's a daily order attendant here. And there's actually a daily task for completing 1 daily order every day. And usually what I'll do is I'll just grab stuff towards the bottom. It's like gathering stuff usually. And I'll just kind of stock up on these things, and I'll turn these in on each character every day, and I'll just get like some casino coins this way. You'll see I'll go ahead and just turn in one of these items here. And it's going to pop up on my screen that I've completed a daily order, which gives me 5 casino passes, which is 500 casino coins. You can actually do this per character per day, and you can get pretty easy star gems per week, just kind of low effort. And whenever it comes to these daily orders here, some of these daily orders are kind of hard and some of them are pretty easy. There's actually a support partner that you can create and send some of these collect items out for example, and you can just do that via your personal quarters. Create a support partner and send them out to go hit these. And then whenever it comes to the ones down here at the bottom, it's just kind of like gathering things when you start up a quest, an expedition quest. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, friends. See you in the next one.